Welcome to the Gut 360 podcast. I'm your host, Eli Brecher, a Registered Associate Nutritionist on a mission to empower you to transform the health of your mind, body, and gut. This podcast is the place where we share nutrition tips, mindset tools, and actionable steps to help you thrive on your journey to a healthier gut and a happier you. If you're ready to get into the driver's seat of your own health and unlock your full potential, you're in the right place, and I am so glad you're here. Hello and welcome back to the Gut 360 podcast for your weekly dose of Monday morning inspiration and education. We are just one day away from a brand new year, and I'm guessing because you clicked on this podcast that you want to make this your healthiest, happiest, and best year yet. And so in today's episode, we're talking about 4 ways to thrive in 2025 so that you can truly step into the healthiest version of you. So pour yourself a matcha or pop your earphones in and head out for your morning walk. I can't believe this is the final episode of season 2 before I take a little break from the podcast to focus on the relaunch of my 12-week group program, the Mind, Body, Gut Method, which kicks off on the 15th of January, 2025. Inside MBG, you'll learn the start-to-finish roadmap to reduce your bloating, manage your IBS symptoms, and resolve your ongoing digestive issues one step at a time. Since developing the Mind, Body, Gut Method, I've helped hundreds of clients successfully transform their gut health with a 360-degree approach, combining evidence-based nutrition advice with lifestyle strategies, mindset practices, daily habits, and ongoing accountability to help you thrive on your health journey. The group program is perfect for you if you're struggling with daily gut health issues but don't know where to start, if you're suffering with bloating, energy slumps, or fatigue that you can't seem to get rid of, or if you want to support healthy hormones, better skin, stable moods, and a strong immune system, all of which are of course linked to gut health. When you join us inside the Mind, Body, Gut Method, you get 12 weeks of ongoing support, 6 live modules delivered every 2 weeks on Zoom. You get 3 group check-in and Q&A sessions, ongoing WhatsApp group chat for support, accountability, and questions between sessions, and nutrition plans and actionable tips. You'll also get a huge bank of printable resources, including over 60 recipes, detailed shopping lists, stress management tools, mindset worksheets, weekly goal setting in the group chat. You get a hydration tracker, movement recommendations, morning and evening routines, and supplement suggestions with a discount. One of the features that previous MBG students loved the most was the guest expert sessions, which you get for free, of course, including gut-focused yoga, Pilates classes, breathwork videos, and guided meditation audios. When you enroll in MBG, you also gain access to some incredible bonuses, including a free one-to-one session with me, a free ticket to my upcoming mini retreat in London with nutrition talks, yoga, meditation, and amazing wellness goodie bags. Plus, you get a bundle of all my paid ebooks, including the Ultimate Gut Health Guide, the PCOS and Healthy Hormone Guide, and the Seasonal Eating Guide for free. So if you're ready to overcome those digestive symptoms and finally say goodbye to bloating and empower yourself with scientific, tried and tested advice so that you can feel the best you ever have in your mind, body, and gut, then you can sign up via the link in the show notes. And as a valued listener of the Gut 360 podcast, I'm giving you guys £90 off MBG by using the code MBG90. Just go to elibrecher.co.uk/group-program. The link is in the show notes below. It's also in my Instagram bio right now, and it will take you straight there. So you just enter MBG90 at checkout for £90 off. I will see you inside the Mind, Body, Gut Method group program. Now let's get into today's episode, starting off with our opening tradition, which is the food of the week. So my food of the week this week is walnuts, which are packed with plant-based omega-3 and essential healthy fat that supports our brain, hormones, skin, and inflammation levels in the body. They're also high in fiber and a source of plant-based protein, and they work really well in my lentil and walnut pasta bolognese recipe. The recipe is on my website. It's the ultimate cozy comfort food if you ask me, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or just trying to reduce your meat intake. So grab the recipe linked in the show notes below. 2025 is here and you've decided to become the best version of yourself, but I know it can be so hard to know where to begin when everything in the nutrition world seems so contradictory. Go vegan, go low carb, go low fat, go high fat. Be careful of fruit sugar, but eat 10 portions of fruit and veg a day. Do a HIIT workout. Don't do a HIIT workout, it spikes your cortisol. Do intermittent fasting. Fasting ruins your hormones. It's no wonder everyone procrastinates making the changes that they know they should. But don't worry, because today I'm laying out my 4 top tips to help you thrive this year. And we're going back to basics. So tip number 1 is to consume oily fish at least twice a week. Oily fish includes salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring. I like to use the acronym SMASH to help remember them. And these contain omega-3, which is a type of essential healthy fat that can help to prevent heart disease, support with brain health, and also contribute to healthy hormones. Omega-3 also supports with healthy skin, vision, and joints, and can help regulate levels of inflammation in the body. Plus, it may play a role in reducing the risk of autoimmune disorders. Omega-3 is particularly important for women who are pregnant or breastfeeding because it can help a baby's nervous system to develop. And if you don't eat oily fish, you can get some omega-3 from certain plant-based foods like walnuts, the food of the week, chia and flax seeds. But these plant foods need to be converted by the body, and the process is quite inefficient, so you'd need to eat much more of them to get the same amount of omega-3 as you would from oily fish. Tip 2 is to eat protein with every single meal. Protein is one of the key building blocks our bodies need to function properly, whether you're looking to build muscle, lose weight, or just maintain good health. And it's actually very easy to meet your protein needs. There are plenty of delicious foods that are naturally high in protein, whether you eat animal products like chicken, fish, and eggs, or you choose plant-based protein sources like tofu, lentils, chickpeas, beans, and nuts. Now, you might not know this, but instead of eating all your protein in one go, it's more effective to spread it throughout the day. Having protein-rich foods at every meal can help to support muscle repair and growth, especially if you're active, maintain your energy levels and your muscle mass if you're simply looking to stay healthy, and support with weight loss because protein helps you feel full and satisfied, and that can reduce snacking between meals, which can often lead to overeating. For weight loss and general health, it's also a good idea to balance your protein intake with plenty of vegetables, healthy fats, and whole grains to create a well-rounded, nutritious meal that keeps you feeling satisfied. Here on the Gut 360 podcast, we always take a 360-degree approach to our health because, as you know, the food we eat is only one piece of the puzzle, and it's about so much more than just nutrition. So for tip 3, let's talk about the single biggest mindset shift that you can make that will transform every aspect of your health. And that is to get out of an all or nothing mindset. So many of us find ourselves in a cycle of striving for perfection, only to set ourselves up for failure, where you're being overly restrictive with your diet all day, just for it to backfire late at night when you find yourself binging cereal out the packet. Or you overdo it in the gym 7 days a week, and then you get an injury that leaves you unable to work out for weeks. It just doesn't work, and instead we need to make small, sustainable, healthy changes that will help support us on a quest for long-term success. When we set these insanely high, unattainable standards for ourselves and inevitably don't reach them, we end up feeling guilty, feeling bad about ourselves, falling off the bandwagon and waiting until Monday to start again. But instead, strive for balance. So if you know you're going out for pizza for your friend's birthday dinner, that doesn't mean you shouldn't make a nourishing lunch packed with vegetables and salmon, for example. Or if you're exhausted by the weekend and you can't face the gym, why not go for a long walk in the park instead? The key to a healthy lifestyle is integrating simple, healthy habits into your day-to-day, consistently making those healthy choices that add up to the bigger picture when you can, without beating yourself up when you don't manage to. And my 4th and final tip today is this. If you look after your gut will look after you. Let's talk about how important it is to support your gut health in 2025. This is the Gut 360 podcast after all. Now, I've worked with hundreds of people who struggle daily with their gut health, and I'll let you into a secret. It doesn't have to be this way. When you start taking a 360-degree approach to your mind, body, and gut, from nutrition to stress and mindset, daily habits, even your morning routine, you'll realize it's 100% possible for you to overcome those digestive symptoms, get rid of that bloating, and finally understand how to live in tune with your body rather than battling against it. Even if you don't have specific digestive issues, good gut health is linked with everything from our mood to our skin, our hormones, and even our immune system. 70% of the immune system is actually located in the gut, so if you're someone who gets sick all the time, then you'll definitely want to start taking care of your gut. So what can you actually do for good gut health? Firstly, eat the rainbow. The micronutrients are what give our food its colour. So go for brightly coloured foods like beetroot, kale, blueberries, sweet potatoes. These foods are packed with polyphenols, which are beneficial compounds found in antioxidant-rich foods that our gut microbiome loves. Secondly, focus on diversity. So aim for a diverse range of plant-based foods, at least 30 different plants a week if you can. And that's actually easier than it sounds, because as well as fruits and vegetables, plant-based foods also encompass things like nuts, seeds, lentils, chickpeas, beans, and whole grains, so brown rice, quinoa, buckwheat. And this will also ensure that you're hitting your fiber target of 30 grams a day to nourish the gut microbiome and help manage cholesterol levels too. The third thing you can do for your gut health is to consume fermented foods every day if you can. So fermented foods are packed with friendly bacteria that can increase the population of beneficial microbes in our gut. Try incorporating things like live yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and miso into your diet. And if you're ready to take control of your gut health and transform your well-being, then my 12-week program, the Mind Body Gut Method, will guide you through my step-by-step formula to a healthier gut with science-backed advice that's realistic and attainable. As a reminder, the link to sign up is in the show notes below this episode and in my Instagram bio right now. Just remember, you can get £90 off MBG by using the code MBG90 at elibrecher.co.uk/group-program. And there you have it, 4 simple ways to thrive in 2025, from incorporating more oily fish into your diet and eating protein with every meal, to shifting your mindset out of that all or nothing mentality, and of course prioritizing your gut health. For some of us, this time of year can be the most inspiring and motivating time of year, but I'd say it's also the most overwhelming because there are videos, posts, articles telling you how to live your life down to a T. But the truth is, it doesn't need to be complicated or stressful, and by implementing these 4 simple tips, you'll be well on your way to becoming the healthiest version of you in 2025. That wraps up the final episode of season 2 of the Gut 360 podcast. Don't worry though, I'm still posting on Instagram every day, sharing nutrition and well-being tips and lots of delicious recipes. So make sure you're following me over there. My handle's at Eli Brecher Nutrition. Quick favor before I leave you, if you enjoy my podcast and you've ever taken away any value or new tips from these episodes, I would be super grateful if you could take 10 seconds to rate and leave a review wherever you're listening to this. It makes such a difference to the amount of people that this podcast can reach. And the more people we reach, the more people we can help on their journey to a healthier gut and a happier life. I wish you all a very happy new year, an amazing 2025, and I will see you back here when the new season of the podcast comes out. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the Gut 360 podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast or learned something new, it would mean the world to me if you could leave a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. And make sure you hit follow for weekly episodes every Monday morning. Do share this podcast with anyone who you think it may benefit. And for your chance to win a free online nutrition consultation with me, just take a screenshot of this episode and share it on your Instagram stories, tagging at Eli Brecher Nutrition so I can repost you.